This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, verse 10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. 11. Leave thy fatherless children. I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. 12. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. 13. For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord, that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual wastes. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of great millstone, Ruel, and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life to do so for Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. Our brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, verse 10 through 13, is I came across this article today brought to you by NBC San Diego, Channel 7, I guess, in their region. And the title speaks for itself. Military well-being tops list of challenges, Inspector General reports. Faulty military housing, child care shortages, and spousal unemployment were just a few of the listed problems. And this is proof that the God of the Bible, the God of Israel, is making Esau, Edom, which are you so-called white people, your kingdom is being made bare. And you're being punished. You're being become a reproach, a curse, because your military is being broken down brick by brick. So let's get into this report brought to you by the Inspector General, okay, which is a leader, an authoritative figure of the United States government. And this is what he had to report. And the reason why he had to report this is because there's been a lot of complaints, a lot of grievances by the families of the armed forces. And you're going to see in this video. Check it out.
First time ensuring the welfare and well-being of service members and their families is on the list of top 10 management challenges for the Department of Defense. Bridget.
Right. Top 10 management challenges for the Department of Defense. For the Department of Defense. It's a challenge to take care of your soldiers and their family. Just prove Esau, you're made bare. America's going down. Basra has become a reproach, a curse.
And got a chance, Bridget, to speak to some military spouses about the problems the DoD says it needs to address, and I'm sure they can tell you exactly what those are.
Yeah, they really can, Mark. You know, you always hear the military say that their most important assets are their service members. But given the day-to-day problems that so many of them have, it doesn't always feel that way. Well, now the Department of Defense is taking notice. Countering Russia, Iran, China, and global terrorism. No surprise to see on the top 10 list of challenges for the U.S. military. But what might...
So, the top 10 challenges, including The welfare and well-being of service members and their families are Russia, China, Iran, and global terrorism. Yeah, America, you're going down. And that's why we're telling our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans, you must seek the Lord now. This is divine. All right? This is the God of Israel bringing down Esau's empire. And you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans, you're the children of Israel. You must seek the Lord now so you can get up out of the coming judgment of Babylon the Great, which is spiritually Egypt and Sodom.
Right, San Diegans who've seen their share of happy homecomings for the first time, ensuring the welfare and well-being of service members and their families is on that list. Alicia Makowski is a Navy wife, and her son Elijah, just like she did, is growing up in a military family.
I think that it took them a very long time, and there's been issues for way too long.
The just released Inspector General report listing a number of issues that affect the health, safety, and well-being of service members and their families.
It's really disappointing.
Alyssa Wolf is one of a number of military spouses we spoke with concerned about the state of military housing, much of it now privatized. It's also a primary concern in the report that cites testimony this year before members of Congress about mold, poor water quality, and infestations.
Wow. America, this is how you're treating your soldiers? Mold, poor water quality, and infestation? Yeah, man. This country's going down in a big way. And this proves that your politicians, these elected officials, don't give a damn about the military. They don't give a damn about their own soldiers, man. Esau's been made bare. What does the scripture say? In the book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 28, there be two things that grieve my heart, and the third maketh me angry. A man of war that suffereth poverty. Yup. So this is how they treat the armed services, the service members and their families. In poverty, all right? Destitute. And yet, people thinking America's so great. You out of your damn mind. Also, by the way, the housing that they're living in is privatized. So much for capitalism, which proves this is bullshit, man. Everything is all a scheme, a lie to deceive people. And you got suckers. And yeah. So, hey, if you're a soldier and you're watching this video, man, you should just get out the military, man. Why are you defending this country? Look how they treat you. And if you're a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American that's in the military, you out of your fucking mind. You better get out now. Continue on. Sirach chapter 26, verse 28. There be two things that grieve my heart, and the third maketh me angry. A man of war that suffereth poverty, and men of understanding that are not set by. Right. We here at Great Millstone through the Spirit and Power of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, we have understanding. We see America going down. But we're looked at as crazy, bug outs. Even though we're showing proof from your own government that America is fucked up. Look how they treat their own soldiers, and yet we're considered crazy. But it's okay. Only the elect will understand. All right? Because they are men of understanding. Just like we understand. We see reports like this. What does that say? Yeah, America's through, man. We're almost out of here. When I read reports like this, it proves don't trust in this place. It proves the Lord's about to make his return, and he's showing how he's bringing America down in the process. And one that returneth from righteousness to sin, the Lord prepares such an one for the sword. Right? All you fallouts, all you clowns that knew that you're Hebrew Israelites and you went back into the world, man, the Lord got a sword for you. Right? Because America can't defend you. They can't even take care of their own soldiers. All right? Look how their soldiers are living. You are fucked. You know? Let's get another, say any more of this? Yeah, let's play a little bit more.
It's a problem at multiple locations, different bases.
A lack of childcare.
Right,
also
right.
a
Slocky, I gotta make this point again. Reiterate, regurgitate, repeat. The reason why they're now reporting this, the reason why you're now seeing Inspector General making top 10 challenges is because the families of the military service members were complaining throughout the country, because this is not an isolated incident. This is in different states, all in different bases, where mold, poor quality of water, and infestation is running rampant. Continue on.
One military wife told us there's a 2-year waiting list for care. And there's spousal unemployment. According to the report, about 30% of military spouses are unemployed or underemployed. Wolf says she's been unemployed in part because her law degree didn't transfer from state to state.
It's hard on us because we don't have a choice really of where we're going and what we're doing next.
And while some states are passing legislation
Right.
to address,
And she's absolutely right. When you're in the military, you don't have a choice. All right? Once they give you your orders, this is where you go. Okay? Depending on the needs. Former Secretary of Defense, Slovakia, Mad Dog Mattis, okay, put in a policy, which Mark Esper is still following through on it, that all service members must be deployable. So if the country needs you in certain areas, you gotta go. It's the needs of the military. Okay? So they don't have a choice. And this is how you treat your soldiers, America? Okay. Let's back that up again.
And what we're doing next.
and while some states are passing legislation to address that problem, the majority of states still have no solution for military spouses.
Wow. So your leaders have no solution for military spouses. Reminds me of a scripture. Sirach chapter 10 verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. See, these politicians, these lawmakers are not wise. All right? They're not able to take care of the servicemen's family members. All right? Make sure that they're taken care of. Because they don't give a damn. It's all about getting money out of, in their pocket and winning the next election. And the government of a prudent man is well ordered, right? And that proves, America, your government is disorder. All right? It's not well ordered at all. If you're not taking care of your own soldiers and their families, who's supposed to defend your country, all right? You ain't got a country, buddy. And this proves Esau's made bare. 2, as the judge of the peoples himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein, right? And this is why you have the conditions here in America. Because this whole place, all right, is being ruled unrighteously. Because this is the wicked kingdom. So you reap what you sow. You sow wickedness, you reap the same. 3, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Right. And an unwise king destroyeth people. In America, you are unwise. Okay? And you're destroying your people. Because if your military is living in these conditions, their mind is not ready for battle. And that's why, well, let's keep playing. Let's keep playing. Check this out.
We do want to point out that the Navy has a Fleet and Family Center to help with some of these issues, and they say they're doing the best they can. Now, also in that report listed some very serious issues: sexual assault in the military and also military suicide.
Boom! Military suicide is on the rise among active duty members. So let's read this again. 3, Sirach 10:3. An unwise king destroyed his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. So, you American politicians, you American military officers that are supposed to be wise, you're unwise. And you're destroying America. And it's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, because it's time to judge this place for its wickedness. Okay? Don't get mad at me. I'm just reporting the news. Don't get mad at us here at Great Millstone. We are just telling you your judgment through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right? If you maggots want to get angry at anybody, get angry at yourself and your government. Okay? That's why you Edomites, you so-called white people, what the fuck are you doing? You should be overthrowing your government. You should be up in arms. Look how they're treating your soldiers who are supposed to defend your country. But you're a bunch of pussies. So you ain't gonna do shit. Just complain and just run your mouth. 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable, right? And that's how we know America is going down, because this place isn't profitable. All right? Let's get another article. Check this out. Iran threatens U.S. forces and allies who host American troops. Ooh. And if the allies of America see that the American troops are not doing so well, they're killing themselves, their mind's not in the fight, I mean, you might not want to be allies with America. They're like, America, you got too many problems of your own. Your own soldiers, all right? They become like women, all right? You're not even taking care of them, all right? If you're not able to take care of your own soldiers, what makes you think, all right, you're going to be able to defend us and help us out? Your soldiers might turn on you, you know, the way this is going, you know? A spokesman for Iran's armed forces have threatened a crushing response against any U.S. aggression on allies who host American troops. Quote, any place at any point of any territories which host the U.S. and its allies' interests will be threatened in the case of any war, and the Islamic Republic has proved that it has the capability to do so, Brigadier General Abul Fazl Shekarki, however you say that person's name, said during a Sunday interview with Iranian Fars news agency. Quote, even if the country does not directly participate in any possible war, but its territories host the enemy, America, we consider that country as a hostile territory and will treat it as an aggressor, he said during the interview. If any aggressor makes a strategic mistake, that aggression will be confronted with the strongest and most crushing response. Meanwhile, Iranian president, you said this is a typo, Military Times. You're going to need to edit this. Who wrote this article? Sean Snow, fire your editor. All right? He left president. There's 2 freaking presidents. But anyway, Hassan Rouhani announced Tuesday that Iran would move a step closer to enriching uranium by injecting gas into more than 1,000 centrifuges, according to the New York Times, right? And this is proof that Iran doesn't give a damn about the sanctions, because they're just continuing to enrich their uranium. Right now they're going more than 1,000. So when war does break out, all right, America, you're not going to be able to win these wars, man. You're going to be taken. All right? Because we're living in the last day. Esau's been made bare. Let's get to a scripture with the Persians. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15 and 28. Behold, an horrible vision and the appearance thereof from the east. 29. Where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots. Right. A lot of these Arab nations. And you see a lot of Arab nations, all right, joining up with Iran. You have Assad, Syria, okay. The military, a lot of the Iraq, certain military of Iraq, okay. I even saw one, Kuwait is being cool with Iran. And more and more of the Arabs are going to join with Iran as America continues to crumble. Shall come out with many chariots, and the military of them, also you have Lebanon, and the military of them shall be carried as the wind up upon earth. And the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth. And all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Right? When these Arabs start aligning themselves against America, it's gonna be wild. 30. Also, the Carmenians, right? And you go to Carmenians, Wikipedia, all right? I believe it's like the north. Well, I'll get it. It's Persia, but it talks about like a specific part of Persia, but it's the Iranians. Let me get it real quickly. It's always good to look things up. Repetition. Carmenians. Here we go. Carmenia is an historical region that approximately corresponds to the modern province of Kerman and was a province of the Achaemenid, Seleucid, Arseid, and Sasanian Empire. The region bordered Persia in the west. See? Persia. Iran. Okay? So, these are talking about the Persians. They're going to join forces with the Arabs, and what they're going to do. Also, the Carmenians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, right, the Arabian nations, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians, right? And the modern day Assyrians are you Americans, all right? Babylon, okay? Because once again, Scripture says what was written aforetime were written for our learning. 31, all right? There's nothing new under the sun. And then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature, and if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them. 32. Then these shall be troubled, bled, and keep silence through their power, and shall flee. And from the land of Assyrians shall the enemies besiege them, and consume some of them, and in their hosts shall be fear and dread and strife among their kings. Right? Because Assyria is going to be taken down. All right, there's going to be a lot of division here in America. So, get ready. Last one. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 3. It shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrows and from thy fear and from the hard bondage when thou was made to serve. Right. The Lord's going to deliver us out of America. Okay, because this is where we were made to serve hard bondage. 4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The goading city ceased. Right. A proverb, meaning a dark saying against the king of Babylon. Telling you, hey, man, your military is broken. Man, look how you're treating your own military. You think you can fight against the Russians, Chinese, Iranians, all right, the Arabs, okay? Think you can take them all on at once while your soldiers are suffering? I don't think so. 5. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. Right, meaning the Lord did all this. He's taking your kingdom down brick by brick. All right? 6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continued stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindered. Right, because everything you've done on the planet America via your military, all right, now it's come back to bite you. Now you're experiencing it. 7. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Right, it's going to be beautiful when America gets taken out of the way. All right, the whole earth is going to be at rest. This proves this is talking about America is the one, because who's out here, okay, raising havoc all throughout the earth? Who has their militaries all throughout the earth? America. Babylon. 8. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. Right. Okay? You're going to have the trees singing when America's taken out. 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirred up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. Right. America, you'll be brought down to the grave. Okay? And these nations see it. They're looking at your military. You don't think the Russians and the Chinese and the Iranians and North Korea and the Arabs are watching the condition of your military to see, are they in good standing? You don't think they saw this report? Okay? They have an intelligence agencies, many of these nations, and part of their standard operating procedure is to watch the welfare of their enemies. How's their soldiers doing? How their state of their mind? You don't think they're coming across articles like this and saying, man, America is messed up. They got their own family members complaining about the living conditions. 10. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Right, that's what these nations are saying in America. You becoming weak as us now. You're in perpetual debt. You're in poverty. Your soldiers are in poverty. All right? There's military soldiers that collect food stamps. "11. Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee." Right, meaning your infrastructure is corroding. Okay, that's why your bridges, okay, your roads are all fucked up. Oh, your military. I saw a report that the naval ships, all right, need maintenance. The warplanes need maintenance. So the Lord's bringing your pride down, your pomp, to the grave. All right? And what does grave symbolize? Death. And that's what's coming to America. Death. So Lord willing is edifying. Salaki for the commercial, but hey, you know, this is what happens when you're in Babylon. They always try to sell you crap. They should really be informing their citizens that, yeah, this country's through, all right? But they're not. They're going to keep telling lies to their citizens. And the majority of citizens are a bunch of fucking idiots, so that's what they get. And that's the reason why your leaders, your politicians, all right, your Fortune 500 CEOs and the elite, they're building bunkers because they know America's through. So with that, Lord, when it's edified, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Rakak, Radash. Double honors to the apostle, great millstone, Ruel, and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Yakim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life to do so for Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep enduring. Keep the faith. And with that, Shalom and Abba Babal. Shalom.